We here to serve out our purpose. You heard me? That's holding your kids accountable, holding each other accountable, holding your brother accountable, holding your woman accountable, holding yourself accountable in order to get to the next level, if that's where you want to be. Everybody ain't built for this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a role to play. You either chief or you an Indian. You either an employee or you an entrepreneur. You either the worker or you the boss. Your job to figure it the fuck out and play your part. If you gonna be a worker, be the best worker. If you gonna be the boss, be the best boss. But what you ain't gonna do is come over here with that bullshit. What you ain't gonna do is point the finger at the next motherfucker because of your bullshit. What you ain't gonna do is keep blaming other people for your downfall, your bad attitude, your bad choice, yo. Tap in. Hit the like button. It's your boy Chaz, man. Follow me everywhere. I'm Born alumni everywhere. Listen, I've been trying my best to get more black men, white men, Indian men, any race of men. If you a man on your shit, you on your purpose, bro, we trying to get you on the panel. We trying to spread the word. We trying to make a movement here. I'm sick of reaching out to grown men and y'all motherfuckers never show up, dog. I'm sick of reaching out to grown men and y'all got a fucking excuse of why y'all can't give back and give knowledge to these boys out here. Give knowledge to what's going on. There's too much bullshit going on right now in the community and online, and y'all motherfuckers ain't got shit to say. I don't want to hear shit else about no real nigga shit because y'all niggas ain't stepping up to get the job done. If you can't stand at the front, bruh, shut the fuck up and fall in line, dog. That's all I gotta say about that on my intro. How you feeling, my guy?
Man, you already know, man. You already know, man. We feeling good, man. It's Thursday. Let me fix my glasses. Make sure the headset we're all right, man. But we feeling good, man. Life is good. Business is good. Family is good, man. We've been dropping gems lately. I hope y'all been tapping in. Even if y'all ain't been tapping into the live, make sure y'all go back and tune in to these episodes, man. We've been digging deep about a lot of knowledge that we think is helpful for not just the generation coming up, but like the current generation of men, the 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, just dropping game, man. We just want to be able to make sure we leave our imprint on the community. You know what I mean? So if y'all here for the first time, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for tapping in. If you one of our regulars, man, you already know, man. Foreign,
Salute.
man.
Salute.
This
For
sounds
sure,
foreign. This sounds foreign.
So look, man, your week been good though so far?
Man, yeah, man. I got I'm in transition right now this week. And I'm gonna fill you in, man, because it's been crazy the type of conversations that me and you continue to have, the type of conversations that make you think after the conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because it's sometimes when we have conversations and it might be some shit that I'm saying, like you might say, man, that shit you was talking about, that motivated me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll be times to where I'll run video back and then I'll be like, damn, I said that shit. Then it'll make me actually go and look up some other shit on it.
Yeah.
And it's just like one of the things I've been realizing as we've been doing this How to Become a Better Man series, and this is episode 3 for the young men and the grown men and men who are trying to find their purpose. This series is mind blowing. This series is life changing, and literally, bro, it's literally how a lot of people don't know. I've been a truck driver for almost 4 years now, made good money, investments, and what I've learned is the truck industry took a big hit. It's a lot of truckers that's out of jobs. It's a lot of truckers that's transitioned. It's a lot of truckers that just quit trucking. So right now, what I start realizing as being a businessman is I have experience, I have knowledge in the logistics industry. So now what I started thinking was paying attention to what's going on and more that I need to know about my industry. So when we tapped in on episode 1 and 2, we talked about skills, adding value to yourself as a man. So one of the things I did, bro, I went ahead, like I sent you the screenshot. I met with I had a phone call with some advisors today, and also I went ahead and paid for my logistics certification for supply and logistics. It was
Nice.
$169.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? To get a certification in the field that I'm already in, but it increases knowledge for me to transition out of truck because I don't want to be driving 5-6 days a week no more. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I seen the path of how much money these back end and business folks is making. You know, when you can get in there and run the whole logistics of an Amazon warehouse. You know what I'm saying? The regional warehouse for logistics and targets and where all this product and supply supply manager. You know, the person who actually shops for the price. You know what I'm saying? Does the inventory. Like these cats is getting paid like stupid 6 figures, dog.
Yeah. Yep.
So at this point in my mindset, I'm in the transition. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When I'm getting older, it's about using this and not so much of this when you're getting older. You know,
Yep.
that comes with that knowledge and that wisdom. You know, you
Yep.
got to transition as we get older. And as we get older, you got to keep learning. Otherwise,
Facts.
you'll be that motherfucker that's been at the plant for 30 years. You don't know shit but the shit you've been doing the whole time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's where I'm at with it, man. Really excited about where I'm going right now. I just quit this last trucking company and I took a position for a young cat here in Jacksonville that has his own trucking company, and it works out better for me. I'm gonna run the trucks for me, got a dedicated route. It's exactly what I want to do. It frees up time on what I need to do. And speaking of that, that's another thing I want to tell men out there and even ladies that's watching this podcast. Listen, when it comes to getting a job, you have to look at how the job is going to benefit you, not just how you're going to benefit the job, because they know how you're going to benefit them. You need to know how that job is going to benefit you, or that might not be the right job for you. I'm not saying don't get a job. What I'm saying is it needs to be worth your while. There needs to be a reason why you going to work every day. There needs to be something you're getting out of this job other than them getting 8 to 10 hours out of you every day and 40 hours a week. Other than that, what are you getting out of this besides the amount of money you getting every hour?
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, like a lot of people are in positions like they may be working a job, not much elevation available, you know what I mean, at that job. So like they probably looking at it like I need to find another job, you know, but
Right.
really what you probably the best solution might be to stay where you are, but to work on being like certified in other areas and
Yeah.
gaining licenses and certifications.
To
And
move up.
yeah, man,
Because
a lot of
you
these
can't get a
courses,
raise in your same position. Companies
yeah,
don't want to give you, and the thing is, what people don't understand, getting a raise doing the same job is not the same money as moving up in a position, making a totally different salary.
exactly. And the thing is too, like a lot of people, you have to break it down to like what's going on in your home. Like if you're not getting a raise, then you're not able to improve your lifestyle. You know,
Correct.
like you don't have extra money coming in. And like a lot of people, this is what I find because I've spent so many years interviewing people, you know, hiring people, managing people, and like I've found that like a lot of people have good, like a good or a fair work ethic, where like they'll get two jobs, they'll get a side hustle. When really what needs to happen is that like you need to get certified in a certain field
Yeah.
that's going to minimize your amount of hours that you're working, but maximize the amount of income that you're bringing in, you know.
Correct.
And a lot of these
Another
courses,
one.
man, like you mentioned, you're starting, your new certification, and like I mentioned to you, offline, I've been moving into the mortgage, the MLO side, the mortgage loan origination side, and like about to enroll in that class starting on Monday. Put in that work, get me some. I've looked online for some Amazon study guides. I got 2 I'm about to order. Just wanted to make sure they're like up to date before I order them. But I think one thing about it too, man, is it feels good. You know what I mean? It feels good to embark on something new, to know that there's a reward at the end. Like it takes me back to college. Like I remember like studying, and I remember like I wasn't a really good studier, but I would set aside time to study and then like get in the books. You know what I mean? But it always worked better if I had a girl with me. You know what I mean? Like, so I like to date smart girls, but I remember like knowing, like being like trying to study for something, and it felt good when you passed it, and you get that reward, and so I feel like I'm back into that mindset of learning something new, about to master something, and then be able to put another certification on my wall. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, sir.
That it feels good, man. And so, man, I'm about to buckle down on it. And like you said, man, like these episodes, man, like a lot of times it's somewhat therapeutic for us in a sense, because it allows us to get our thoughts out that we've been personally thinking about. And as we're helping other people and our heart is in the right place, you end up helping yourself, and we helping each other. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
Like you said, like you wanted to touch on this skills topic, and I thought it was so like intriguing once we start embarking on it. And like I think it's a really dope series for men, young women too. You know what I mean? But definitely young men that don't have a sense of direction, and don't know how they can afford the lifestyle that they desire to live. And these are tangible ways to do it. Like last episode, we broke down 10 the 10 most what how can you say it? Not most sought after positions, but the
based off the future.
Yeah, like the
in demand.
10 most in demand jobs. That's what it was. 10 most in demand positions. And yeah, if you guys haven't, man, check out that episode, man. It's good, solid courses out there, man, that can allow you to be able to gain them skills, man. Like, I think that's important. It's so important for us to understand that, because that's where the world is headed. I wanted to ask you about something too, because I'm not too familiar with it. But I've been hearing about it this week. Are you familiar with the 4th Industrial Revolution?
No, I haven't heard anything about that.
So it's I'm gonna pull it up on my phone here. I believe I took a screenshot.
Man, you should have had the clip on here, man.
I should have. So is what it looks like is in 1765 we had a mechanical revolution where we introduced like the steam engine, right? And then in 1870, which is like about 105 years later, they introduced mass production. So being able to have mass production driven by electricity and oil-based power. So pretty much like a turn in industry, right?
Right.
Then in 1969, they developed the automated production. So like electronics and technology being able to automate certain things and develop like mass produce stuff.
Cars and shit.
Pretty much, right? And so now we're in the 4th revolution right now. That is the new technologies, which are the artificial intelligence, big data, cloud, and cyber systems. So it's like what's happening is like, I think especially our community, we have to understand that like we're being introduced to artificial intelligence so quickly. Like
Yeah.
it was pretty much like 2 years ago you started to hear about it. Last year companies started to like really incorporate it, and now it's being marketed and used right now in companies. You call centers, they have incorporated artificial intelligence. Like this is the new wave of the world. This is where the world is going. And it's
And
not
you
like
know what?
yeah.
With you're absolutely right. And I wanted to add something to that is what people have to understand, and based off of what you said, how technology and this new technology revolution is coming upon us, is happening right now. And what people have to understand is if you look at the job markets and people are like, oh well damn, this company is a lot of companies are laying off people, they're getting rid of jobs, they're doing cutbacks and this and this and this. The thing is the technology is replacing your ass.
Yeah.
So just how we just talked about at the beginning when I told you the reason I'm transitioning is because the people at the end, which is the truck drivers, we're taking a hit on the money. So you got to understand, do you stay at the end and keep taking a hit, or do you elevate and crawl out the mud? And that's the thing y'all got to understand. The way this technology wave is going, you need to look for jobs that's catering towards what is needed in the technology field.
Yeah.
They need AI people. I forgot what it's called because I looked it up. I looked up the certification. It's not an AI developer. It's like the Chat GPT people who you're basically typing and training the AI. They got those type of jobs, which
Like
the basis
programmer
is like
kind of
correct.
in a sense.
And it's you know what the basis degree is we talked about? Computer science.
Computer science. Yeah.
And the
Yep.
thing is, you guys got to understand is you need to get at the forefront of what's moving. You need to cut out this shit being security guards and all of this bullshit at the bottom. And you need to spend your time towards something that's really going to benefit you and something you can build on.
Yeah.
And I just want to talk to the Black community about this. Black people need to stop taking jobs that you can't build on. You're not getting any value when you take a job at the bottom and then you're not building any skills to go along with it. You can't ask for a raise when you're doing the simplest shit in the building. You're not the person on the forklift. You're not the person in the office that's making the schedule. You're not the person who's doing the ordering. You're not the person who's doing the maintenance on the building. You the motherfucker who checking people badges saying, oh yeah, come in. Oh, let me walk around, make sure there ain't no water leaking. You ain't nobody. You about to be replaced. Them security cameras that's watching you, most of these cameras now got the AI in it. So it knows what to look for. So I'm literally trying to put y'all on game and stop taking these bullshit jobs and develop a skill. That's all we've been saying the past couple weeks. You are going to be homeless. More and more families are going to have to start. People got to move back home. People are not moving away from home. You, your mama, your grandmama, your aunties and your uncles, your cousins, all y'all about to be in the same motherfucking house because all y'all got bullshit jobs.
Yeah,
you're not changing with times.
Like, think about what happened with like the largest companies back in
one.
like the 60s and the 70s, right? When you talk about like industry, as far as let's just look at like automotives, right? You look at Ford, you know, let's look at like even companies like GM, you know, like really large companies that were producing things at a high rate that needed manpower.
Right.
But once they're they needed physical labor. And once the business, now when you see car commercials, you see the car being picked up by a robot and the frame being taken and put on the motor. There's less of the the strong hand, like hands-on guy that used to be working in there,
Yeah.
and there's more of the scientist, technologist, engineer guy. And
Yeah.
because what's happening is like you said,
Working smarter, not harder.
yeah, you're going to have to give a in the near future, and this isn't something that's going to happen 15-20 years from now. This is something that's going to happen within like the next 3 to 8 years, where like you're going to have to give these companies a reason to hire you, because there is not going to be jobs available if you are unskilled. And where
Correct.
did those guys go, bro? Where did the guys that worked at the steel mill and at General Motors and at those, at Ford Motors, where did they go? You know where they went? To the
They died.
streets. No, they
You right. You right. A lot
a
of
lot
them
of
did
them.
go to the street. A lot of them is sitting in a wheelchair at the house and this and this and that. And that's the thing is, like you said, these jobs are being replaced by robots and automation. And people have to understand this is why your uncles, your granddad, and great granddad, this is why they had those pensions. This is why they had those unions and stuff, because they were literally moving this shit because it wasn't no machines.
Yeah.
So now you can't expect the same thing. You can't take advice from your granddad about what he was doing then, because now times is changing. You got to be the motherfucker that's programming that machine that took his fucking job. You can't do the job he was doing. That shit gone.
Yeah. Ain't no more of that.
Ain't
And
no
that's
more of that.
Another one.
what's about to happen is companies have already been training us to accept a robotic customer service interaction.
Download the app, order from the app, go to
Order
our
from the
website.
app.
Automation.
When you come into the store, some of them already have the McDonald's kiosk, where there is
They at the stations now too, bro. They at the truck stops.
Yeah,
you put your soda and shit on this little computer thing, it weighs it, scan it for you, and you just pay it.
Come on, like we're going to be able to. The future is going to be, because this is where companies are losing or having a bad image. It's the people representing the company.
Correct.
So when you can systematically automate it to be the same exact experience at every single location. See, I'm not sure what Chick-fil-A did in order to be able to like incorporate such a standard, a DOP, a daily operating procedure, and be able to duplicate it at every single location to where every location gets the same experience. And I think companies are moving towards saying we're taking a hit in the public eye and social media, YouTube, because people are seeing people fight in our fucking waiting area, or throwing drinks in the drive-through. See, when you eliminate people, you're going to eliminate interaction, which is ultimately going to cut down on complaints, cut down on mistakes, and cut down on issues and confrontations.
And
so
with that being said, is like you brought up the whole Chick-fil-A thing. The thing is, Chick-fil-A came out with their business model. For one, they're a Christian-based company. For two, Chick-fil-A never sold out. Chick-fil-A is a private owned entity. They're not a public traded company. The thing is, Chick-fil-A has stuck with standards, and they stand on business. That's why the majority of every company, even if it's not a fast food company, people model their business after Chick-fil-A. When you compare something good to a business, people say, damn, yeah, man, y'all like Chick-fil-A. Or I need that Chick-fil-A experience. Or I need that, they always compare it to Chick-fil-A. And the thing is the technology is taking over where people are slacking. Meaning, if you work at McDonald's, they have a reason to bring kiosk in there, because y'all motherfuckers is fucking it up. And the thing is, the McDonald's employees, the workers, the management, the owners, they're not holding anybody accountable. So instead of them stepping up to do their job, they'll rather just put a machine in there and get rid of your dumb ass.
Well,
Chick-fil-A
it's
don't need a fucking kiosk. They gonna put 2 people outside and take your order before you get to the damn building.
yeah, you got to think like, man, I would probably assume maybe 30 to 40% at least of McDonald's employee base is under the age of 18. Like these people are minors. Like my sister,
I'll say it's 50-50, man. I see a
it
lot of
could
old
be.
people working at McDonald's.
It
It
could
seems to
be.
be like the go-to place. Like people would
But
rather
it's
go to McDonald's because of that reason. There is no standards. You got to
yeah,
think about how many old people do you see working at Chick-fil-A? You either see, like you said, young kids under the age of 18, and you see kids, and I worked at Chick-fil-A before as a kitchen manager. You have kids from like 16 up to, that's not management, up to like 22,
yeah,
because they're either in high school going to college, or they're in college coming back home, and they're working at the same Chick-fil-A that they worked in when they were in high school. So
yeah,
really the only adults there are really the management. But other than
yeah,
that, you don't see the same adults you see at McDonald's or working at Burger King or working at Walmart. You don't see those same type of adults working at Chick-fil-A, because there's standards. People go where they can do whatever the fuck they want to do.
yeah. And
And
this is
that's
the
why those
thing.
people are getting replaced.
Yeah. And for those teenagers, this is one thing I do know from my sister. I didn't know about it when I was in high school, but my sister worked at McDonald's her 11th and 12th grade year of high school, and she got a scholarship with McDonald's where they
Oh, that's
paid
what's
some of
up.
her tuition. Yeah, like not a full ride, but it was like, or a grant, it was something of that nature, but it was like cash, it was a lot, it was a
Yeah,
couple thousand, where that's
she got some out
available.
of it.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, if that it's literally available for people wanting to take that step. So it's like the thing is, for those young kids, there is opportunity in it.
There is
But
opportunity in fast food.
yeah,
They don't pay attention to it though.
yeah, you have to take advantage of it. It's like everything, bro. I remember, telling my son, like, you have to go to school, go to the office, go to the front office and say, "Hey, is there a place where I can find out the list of clubs in the school so I can be able,
Mhm.
or have somebody go over it with me?" Like I can do it. I can go up there and meet with the academic advisor and have them sit down with you and I and stuff. But like, you got to take the initiative, bro. You got to go out here and find out what's available and grab a hold of something, bro, because
Right.
like there is so much opportunity available around you. There was opportunity available for us. It's even more now. The thing is, these kids are a lot of times they're lazy and they don't want to take the initiative to go and actually get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's one thing I do applaud my little sister for, is the fact that she found out how to go and get that scholarship from McDonald's, bro. And when you think about that, you already know that's not an easy feat. Like, that's not,
No.
it's such a large corporation. You gotta call a number, send this, email this. Like,
You got to
you gotta
qualify
stay,
for I'm pretty sure you got to work a certain amount of hours too.
yeah, and turn in certain
And you can't
things.
be a
And
shit bag. They ain't finna just give everybody some school money.
yeah,
You
it's like
still
you
got to
got
be a great
write-ups.
employee.
Yeah, you got to be this type of student, this type of worker, working this hours, working this long for the company,
Yeah.
submit this, be qualified for this, connected with the school. It's work that got to be involved, and like, I don't know if you remember, like, you used to be able to write them essays, and get little grant money back in the
Mhm.
day, and
Yeah.
like they had sites you can go on to. Hey, if you left-handed, you can get a grant. If you a Latino woman, you can get a grant. Like,
Yeah.
you got to go out here and be proactive, bro, because if
Facts.
you don't, you gonna be jobless. And like you always say, bro, a lot of people is gonna be moving back to the hood and they don't even know it. They don't
Yep.
know it, bro. You know what I mean? And
You thought you was too good for a trailer park till your ass living there.
That's real, bro. And it's a scary thing because I look at it like this here. The streets like imploded with people, bro. Like when crack hit and them companies shut down, it was the perfect breeding pot for like chaos in our
Yeah.
community, bro. You had men that had that sense of pride, had that sense of integrity from working that job, holding it down, becoming a, you had the most, homeowners back then. It was easy to qualify. You know how you were gonna pay your mortgage. You get a sustainable living, uh income, and then that shit go out the window, and you turn to either smoking the drugs or selling the drugs, bro.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But what else was available? And I look at it like at least you had the streets at that time, like where you could actually go and get you some bread if you was, everybody wasn't Frank Lucasen, but it was a lot of hustlers back there with meats in
Right.
the club. Like niggas was like, hey, we got to get it how we can get it. But like, what are you gonna do now when that happens? When
Right.
these companies, because I'm telling you, bro, there is gonna be a major layoff from Amazon, from Walmart, from
Yeah.
McDonald's, and these
It's happening
sustainable.
right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna get crazy to the point where you're gonna be sitting here wondering, what can I do to make money, bro? And
Yeah.
I think it's gonna cause for desperate times and desperate measures because there is no more of that street element in a sense, bro.
Nah.
Like you got dispensaries now, selling
Yeah.
weed, and you got
Money
the
ain't in the street like it used to be. When it come to the dope game, ain't no money in the street when it come to dope game. Now it's always gonna be money in the street when you're selling a product, and
talk
that's what
about it.
people got to understand. Find a product that people need or want, but get a dope game up. That shit done. Stealing cars and shit, that shit done. Y'all look stupid on the news with this shit. Y'all young cats, y'all going to jail every day for the stupidest shit. Y'all look stupid, dog. Y'all out here stealing people Hyundais? Like motherfuckers used to steal exotic cars. Y'all out here stealing regular working people cars, bro. You know how dumb you look going to do 10 years for stealing somebody Honda Accord, dog? You an idiot, bro. Chop shops ain't around no more, bro.
Facts.
Y'all look stupid. Stop doing the dumb shit, dog. Apply your fucking self and get to the bag. That's get to the bag. You know what really getting to the bag means? Put in 60 plus hours a week and get your ass to work. Stop standing around bullshitting, talking to the next motherfucker, sitting around talking all the motherfucking time. Get your ass to work, bro. Have a purpose. Find some shit to do. Get some direction and go that way, B. Stop wasting your time. Until then, bro, you dead out here, dog. Don't let me catch you out here, bro.
For real, man. Y'all niggas ain't working. Y'all ain't providing. Y'all ain't protecting. We gotta become better people. Not just better men, better people. It starts with us, man. Like there is no like real reason why you are not in a sustainable career. You're wasting time and you're not focused on what you should be focused on. There's a lot of careers that pay a 6-figure income and a 6-figure salary, entry level, but you have to specialize in that field. And what was the name of the site we were on? Was it eCorsa? I think it was called eCorsa.org or something like that. We talking about a bunch of different type of certifications that you can go and get, where you're literally training online for 3 to 5 months. Nothing major, 10, 20 hours a week. And these things will provide such boost in your income and give you an opportunity to work in a field where you're not doing as much labor. I think like you said, one thing I do, man, I get tired of black people being the laborers, and even my Spanish people, I don't like seeing that shit. We being the manpower. I hate when I go, drive past a construction site and I see like a bunch of Mexican guys like that's doing the actual work. And then you got this one white guy or something like standing off to the side.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this about? These the motherfuckers that know how to do all this shit. You know what I mean? But they probably missing that certification that can make them a project manager or,
That's a big thing too, project management. And like you said, and I drive trucks, I see construction everywhere. It's always some road construction. And what I have noticed is, bro, there's more Latinos that are actually the ones driving the machines, the ones who are actually doing the brickwork, the masonry, the concrete. You barely even see brothers out there doing shit no more. And like you said, you usually gonna see a white guy who's the manager or the project manager over everything. But the thing is, you ain't even seeing brothers out there no more. So you mean to tell me y'all can't drive the backhoe? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have the certification to work the crane. What the fuck is y'all doing? You holding the stop sign for the traffic to come through.
Bruh, that is the truth, dog. Nigga flipping this shit.
I'm not another one. With this shit, bro. I'm serious, bro.
From stop to slow. Y'all niggas that stop slow niggas, man.
Come on, man. You got the basicest job out there. You make the least out of everybody.
That's never a white guy.
Let's be honest. They could put that sign in the goddamn ground and connect a goddamn cord to it where the shit when a car come up to the line, it say stop. When the cars come by, then it say go slow. They don't need you to hold that shit, dog. And y'all standing out there smoking cigarettes and Black and Miles on your phone anyway. You ain't making no money. Anybody can do that.
That's real.
A raccoon could do your job, my guy.
Nigga said a raccoon. A well-trained zoo raccoon can do that.
A goddamn 12-year-old can do that. That don't take skills, dog. You know what? When that motherfucker get done putting that sidewalk together, he done been on 32 projects. Pepe, him, and the rest of the 6 motherfuckers out there that's doing a skill on every fucking machine that they got out there, they gonna leave that bitch after 5 to 10 years and go and start their own shit. Then they gonna be it on the next government contract while your dumb ass still there holding the stop sign. That's what they gonna do.
Yeah. That shit's sad,
until no one is needed to hold the stop sign anymore.
Yeah, that shit gonna come on the back of the forklifts now.
Come on, man.
They gonna be like,
you've been there for 10 years holding the stop sign. You ain't learned shit.
And it's really you not taking the initiative. When a lot of you guys have never, like, the people that are in those positions, like, okay, you have a job that's respectable. It's respectable to work. But you have to go out here and take the initiative and see what's available, man. Like, your job could be doing training for those positions. They could be able to pay you to go and get the certifications. You can see what positions are available in your company that they're looking for, and then go get the certification for that position.
Another one.
Listen, I'm glad you brought that up. That's absolutely true. That's exactly what I did. I looked up what are the top positions when it comes to supply and logistics. And you know what? A truck driver ain't up there in the top 10.
Another one.
So what I did was,
another one.
What I did was I went to Indeed, I went to LinkedIn, I went to Google, I went to the universities. I put about 3 hours straight in looking at what are the qualifications. I looked at Amazon. I looked at a few other big companies, and I looked at the top jobs and what are their qualifications. And you young people out here that's going to college and everything, look up the career you want to go into and the qualifications before you choose your major and everything. Don't go down that path trying to figure it out, change your major, drop this class to take this class because you want to do this. Listen, you don't know shit. Know this shit before you go in. Spend a little time looking at what are the qualifications for what the fuck I want to do. Do I even want to do this?
Yeah.
If you say, you know what, I want to be a doctor, look up what the fuck it's going to take to be a doctor before you sign up to be one. Don't wait till you get halfway into being a lawyer to where it's time to take the bar and you like, you know, I don't even want to be a lawyer, but you've been to school for 6 years.
Yeah.
Stop wasting your time. Figure out what skill it is you want to do and go and do that.
Yeah. And
Another
like you
one.
said, one of the things that we touched on last episode was that, not saying that everybody needs to major in the same field. We're not
Correct.
saying that. But what we did see from doing our research live is that when you major in a field like computer science, there are a lot of opportunities available in the marketplace for those positions of people who have that degree. So when you're going to college, you need to, if that's something you decide to do, even in the military, let's say you decide to go into the military, do the research and find out where you need to be to specialize in order to open up broader opportunities later. Let's say you may not know exactly what you want to do, but it would be better that you, if for instance, for example, like if you don't know you want to be a lawyer, getting a law degree may not be the thing for you, but getting a computer science degree would be able to give you an opportunity in web development, artificial intelligence.
You could go anywhere with a computer. A nurse can have a computer science associates, because you got to understand, they doing radiology, they doing code and billing, they're doing a basis with computer science. You can do anything. Construction. Listen, every aspect of a job in this world is done by a system. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Even like we stated with fast food in the McDonald's, somebody got to program that kiosk.
Fact.
Somebody got to program that fryer that them fries is in, because it's a button to be pushed. Somebody got to program that register. You know what I'm saying? The card, the transaction, the screens that show the menu. Somebody has to do that shit.
Yeah. And it's like we have to get out of the mindset of complacency
and thinking small.
Yeah, it's not enough to just be on the plane. There's different sections on the plane.
You at work and you ready to get off and go in the streets and fuck off already. You ready to get off and go talk bullshit with the next bullshitter. We got to stop that in our community, dog.
We do. We got to invest our time wisely, man. Like,
get your ass to work.
Yeah, and get and gain knowledge.
Yes,
like,
sir.
the thing is, a lot of these positions and a lot of your income can increase by knowing more.
Correct.
So when you cut out bullshit and the different habits that are holding you back from disciplining you to controlling your time, then you can get into a position to where you can have a real true outlook on life. Because a lot of people that may be listening to this know that you have like maybe lazy tendencies, or you can be unfocused at times, or you're unconfident, in yourself. And these things can be barriers, but you have to focus on what's important in life. And I believe that if you're 20, 25, 30, 35, whatever it is, you're going to come to a point where you're going to say, what type of lifestyle do I want to live? How do I want my time controlled? And then you want to be able to be in a career that's going to be able to help you do that, especially if you're a man. You're judged by the type of man you are, what you do for a living, you know, what you
Character.
drive. Yeah, everything.
Can you provide? What are you doing with your time? What does your longevity look like as a man? Real men have longevity.
Yeah, we look at men and we judge men based on their accomplishments.
Facts.
When you look at sports, if right now, if I say, man, who's the greatest basketball player of all time? You know, we might Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Well, how we gonna determine who the best? We're gonna break it down. The first thing we're gonna start with is the accomplishments.
Yeah.
Well, who got the most championships? Who got the most MVPs? Who got scoring titles? Like, we're going to look at other men based off of the knowledge you know and the accomplishments that you've gained in life. And like that fucking hood nigga thug mentality, man, like that ain't gonna get you nowhere in this real life. That don't hold no value in the marketplace.
Bro,
I'm gonna
this
be
shit
honest
is
with
so watered down, bro. And the thing is, most motherfuckers don't even live in the hood no more. Let's be real.
Come on, man.
We all grew, the motherfuckers our age grew up in the hood. Y'all motherfuckers, and you know what? Everybody that used to be in the hood, we grinding our way out of that shit. So our kids didn't have to grow up in the hood. And you know what, bro? The people who are actually from the hood is so minute, bro. But you got the majority of the people trying to look and act like they from the hood. Bro, y'all motherfuckers need to stop. Y'all are not from the hood. Stop doing stupid ass hood shit. The motherfuckers in the hood ain't even doing the shit y'all trying to be hood. You don't even know what hood motherfuckers do.
Just pretending, doing what you see in music. Dog. You know what I mean? It's and bro, it's important for us as black men too to tell our sons this. I believe that, you know, I look at wisdom, and wisdom shows me that rap music has such a hold on young black men and their characteristics. The
community.
Yeah. And I mean from our personalities to our characteristics to our everything. Like, you have young kids that are mimicking rappers, and like you say, they don't come from that environment, but they're looking up to someone, you know. And like, it's important. Like, I tell my sons, man, listen, you are not a gangster, man. You are not a thug. That is not what you are. You're so far from that. You got such a brighter future. You're so smarter than that.
Yeah.
So you may hear some songs that you like. And like I told my son, I use this example because he's 9 years old. I say, you don't like hot dogs, bro. You know, like we know you don't like to eat hot dogs. So if a rapper made a song, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, yeah, where my hot dogs, then like you can sing the song. But like, if you go and buy a hot dog now, that's stupid, bro, because you know you don't like hot dogs. You see what I'm saying? And I said that's the same thing you need to look at when they talking about guns and drugs. Like, that ain't you. You know, I can be able to rap because the white people singing those songs too. They kids singing those same songs. But
they
it's
actually
about
making money off that shit though.
Yeah, some of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, they ain't living it. They've learned how to make money off of it. They're not living it.
Yeah, they gonna TikTok it and create and do the dance, but it's gonna be some parenting to let them know, like, that's not who you are.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And you got a bunch of white kids that's in middle America that's sagging their pants, pistol toting.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
But that ain't where they came from though. They just being rebellious.
Yeah, and influence.
Correct.
You know what I mean? They're being influenced. You know what I mean? And like,
correct. Yeah,
I just feel like
I found that site. It's Coursera.
Yeah.
Coursera.org.
I knew it was an A or something in it.
And just to highlight something, like the first column, getting started with AI. So they got DLAI, AI for everyone course, deep learning specialization, General AI for everyone course. Like you got the next column, popular career certificates, Google cybersecurity, Google data analytics, Google digital marketing, project management, UX design, IBM data science professional, Microsoft Power BI data analysis. Like, come on, popular subjects, cybersecurity, data. I mean, this is Mo Game. How to
Yeah.
become a data analyst. Like all of this shit is right here. They telling you exactly what to do.
And these is companies these
These
are
are companies.
large companies that are certified. So like if
And look
you're
at this one. Learners represent 228 countries. This shit is global.
yeah. So you got to think, bro, if you're able to look, average program certificate time, 5 months. You tell me
Yep.
you ain't got 5 months to
5 months, dog.
come on to develop a couple skills and you accomplish that, you do it again.
Get job ready for an in-demand career. Many programs also provide a pathway to an industry recognized certification. Professional certifications on Coursera can help you get job ready for an in-demand career field in less than a year. Like you said, some of them 5 months. Learn how to
Come on,
achieve
man.
your career goals. It ain't always got to be a degree. You got certifications, all kind of certificate, university, master track, professional, Microsoft, IT, metadata. This is shit that people don't. Your social media is run by metadata. It's run by Microsoft IT.
Yeah. And like
Come on, man.
these is this is the future. Like it's so important for like our people to understand it. Like this is the future of where the world is turning. If you're going to be wanting to work in a field and earn a sustainable living, you're going to need to be certified and be doing things that are gaining you skills moving forward.
Another one.
And these
That's
are
a fact.
reputable companies that are certifying people.
Yep.
And like I said, man, if you can get certified by IBM, then the local startup or a startup company that's looking for
You overqualified.
yeah, they're gonna look at you like, okay, yeah, we're
This
looking for a
motherfucker
data
certified.
analyst.
You can
Yeah.
Google like you had put me on. People don't understand. You can Google and go and get free certifications. You can go get a certification from Harvard right now. Yale. I sent you that one from Yale.
Yeah.
You can go to any college right now online, get a certification, and you in the dough.
Bro, they put Harvard lectures on YouTube.
For
Listen,
free.
bro. I sit
remember
there
you
and
shared it to
listen.
me.
Yeah, bro.
You
I'm
in class.
addicted.
You go to Harvard, bro.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck if I get a paper out of this or not. This a Harvard classroom. This a real Harvard lecture hall. Man, I'm on. I'm out. Bro, I be looking at the views, bro. Man, that joint be having like 8,000, 9,000 views. I'm like, what? What is y'all watching? Like,
Listen,
what is
man, we
y'all
still
wasting
going
time?
in, man. I'm about to bring up the next one, bro. Because this don't make no sense, man. I got the screen up. So if you Google the free certifications, Coursera is the number one, comes up again. Choose the free course that aligns best with your educational goals. You see this in the corner, free. You got all kind of shit. Google ads for beginners. They go one Yale for the financial markets. English for career development. Like, come on, man. I'll go back. Look what's on here. Free Harvard online classes, man. Come on, man.
That's crazy.
There ain't no excuse. And people be like, oh, I ain't know they exist. What the fuck you doing with your time? You can go to Stanford, free online courses. Free online courses, bro. You don't need student debt and shit no more. You don't need that shit, dog.
Them Ivy League schools.
This is free game.
Y'all niggas Googling porn too much, man.
We on Forbes right now. 5 free online courses with certifications in 2024. They giving you the shit, dog. IBM up again. Python for data science, AI and development. Now I know that does start with the computer science if you want to go in a little bit more, But the Python, that's one of the programs that people are using for this shit. Google IT support. If you go to Google, Google got plenty of free courses to take. Google Project Management. CompTIA, that's more of the IT if you want to get into networking and shit like that. Y'all got to learn about this shit. Excel for beginners. Every company has to use Excel. Every company.
Facts.
Come on, man. Free certification courses. That's what you Google. Go and get this knowledge. Go and get that work, bro. Stop
For real.
playing out here, dog.
Another one.
Become more skillful people, man. It's only gonna help our community if we out here walking around with skills and networking. How can you network if you don't have a skill that you have? What are you doing?
You ain't got shit to talk about.
Yeah, you have not.
You don't add
found-
value.
Yeah,
You have no knowledge.
You're out here trying to get value from people, but you have to be able to provide value in order to truly network.
Correct.
And having skills is enough. Saying I know how to do this,
Yep.
I specialize in this, and I'm an expert in this. That's
Yep.
enough. Okay, boom. Well, I own a business, that's my skill, but I like what you do. Okay, boom. Let's keep in touch, man, because I know some people that may be able to use some of those skills that you got. I may be able to need some of those.
Certified in what was it that was on there? I'm certified in I'm a certified data analysis, right? I'm certified data analysis. Took me 5 months to get the certification. You might be at the bar talking to Joe Schmo, and like you said, he's saying, "Hey, you know what, man? I got my own business. I'm really trying to push my business to the next level, and I'm really like trying to figure out how to do it, and I don't really know which direction. Hey, man, I'm a certified data analyst. Let me look at your work. Listen, if I can increase your business by 5%, you don't, and I learned this business model from a millionaire. He told a business, you know what? Let me look at your books. I bet you I can grow your company by 15%. Don't pay me anything. If you notice an increase in your business, then you pay me a percentage of what I got you. That means if your business grew 20%, I want a percentage of that 20%. And I use the example as a data analysis. When it comes to skills, it don't matter. You ain't got to be a data analysis. You could be a construction worker. You could be a carpenter. You could be a carpet layer. To a realtor, a person that's doing renovations, to even a roofer. You know what? If a roofer is in the vicinity of doing work and they do roofs, you know what? It helps them look better because now, you know what? I know a guy that can do carpet. I know a guy that can do flooring.
Yeah.
But you got to have a skill in order for a motherfucker to know who you are. You can't just be the person who know how to do it. Like, oh yeah, I work for a dude that had his own flooring company. No, motherfucker.
Yeah.
When do you become the motherfucker that can do the flooring? When do you become the person that can make the business deal?
Yeah. And not only that, it's like a lot of people know you may know how to do something and have experience doing it, but you're not certified or licensed in it.
Facts.
And so
that's what counts. That's what gets you in the dough.
That's really
what solidifies the shit you talking about.
Yeah. You being able to have the experience and knowing how to do something can help you sustain the job you currently have. But what happens if something happens to that company or your position? Can you actually go and get a career in the same position working for another company?
No,
you know what I mean? You're gonna have to know, because they probably taught you a lot of things. Hey, when you install this, you got to make sure you do. So you know how to do it, but you can't say on paper you know how to do it. And that's where the certification comes. And it's like a lot of these companies that people work for, I believe there's certifications available. Like there's things available in the company you work for. by asking if they have opportunities for growth, if they do any type of reimbursement for training, if they provide any, if they know of any place that provides the training. But like you said, man, you got to take that initiative and say, hey, what positions are out there that's I'm already in this field? How can I elevate in this field and use my experience, gain a certificate or a license, and now I can elevate in this field
Correct.
for this company or another one?
And whether it starts at is people got to understand, if you within the company you're already working for, you're already going to have the inside scoop on what positions are out there. They're going to push and give people who are working at the company, you're going to have more insights than when they put that job notification out. When they put that job posting out, it's because they only do that after they've scanned internally. That's the only reason for a company to look outside the company, is when nobody either applied or is qualified to do the job that they need you to do. So then what they do, then they're going to go out and look for a person. They're going to start hiring outside people. So what you have to understand is start looking up different positions in your job and see, whether it's something you know about, whether it's something you don't know about, if you're interested in it or not. Figure out your lane and what you want to do, what you want to obtain. But what you also got to understand is these companies, now they're narrowed it down to what benefits them. So you got to look at, what does the company need? Okay, they got a data analysis position coming up. You know what? The only way they're going to give you tuition reimbursement is you going to school to get certified for what they need you to do.
Facts.
That's how you get your schooling approved. If it ain't going to benefit the company, they're not finna pay for your shit.
Yeah. And why
would they send you to nursing school when it has nothing to do with their company?
Yeah, that it don't make sense. And
that's stupid.
And the thing is, bro, it's just it's so much opportunity available for people who have skills. Like if you go on Indeed or one of these job websites, you're gonna see that there's companies that's hiring people that have a skill set. You know what I mean? It's like if you are licensed in something, you don't have a problem finding a job in today's market. But how we're looking at it is like,
you got to be accredited out here.
You got to. And with this, with us learning new information, we just try to share it, and like with us learning about this fourth industrial revolution and how the world is turning, it's important for us to understand how much artificial intelligence, data, cloud-based businesses and operations, it's important for us to understand how this new technology is going to affect our everyday life and how you can be able to have a career in that field, because there's jobs available, the entry-level positions starting at 70, 80, 90,000. It doesn't take a lot. And like we saying, man, like we looking at the courses, man, these courses is 5 months for certain certifications. I've seen some for 3 months. You know what I mean? And yeah, this is what we need to understand. We need to understand as Black people this fourth industrial revolution, because we did not understand the third one.
What it means, how to respond. Look, what's that on the ground? Your boy. I got my 107 and flying drones.
But
navigating.
Hold on. Before you even, I believe that picture is representing delivery, because this is where this is what I see when I'm looking at tech cons. Whenever I see those cons, the tech con, events, they're talking about delivering on drones. This is what Amazon wants to do. Amazon wants to do, they want to do 1 hour deliveries. That's where Amazon wants to be.
They'll be able to do it because they're putting up.
They're building so many locations.
Yeah, they putting up warehouses everywhere.
In every little small town.
And if you notice, the more you buy from Amazon now, you literally can get your shit. If you order it at a certain time, you literally can get it in the same day.
Yeah, bro. They're going to, with these drones, they want to be able to charge this is how they want to have it. And I'm gonna let you get to the article. because I seen a gentleman talking about it at one of the tech cons. He was saying that they realized that some of these men, some of these women will buy certain things that they need to use for 1 or 2 times, and then they no longer need it. So, like, let's say you need a power drill. You may need a drill because you're putting together a dresser set, but you don't need this drill moving forward. You just need it for this job. They want to be able to charge you for uses of the drill. So if it's $100 drill, they'll charge you $30 to use it, $15 to deliver it to you, and then they'll come pick that joint up by drone. And now they just made that money from letting you use the product.
Yeah.
So it's not even going to always be about purchases in the future. It's going to be about readily accessible items that either I need permanently or temporarily.
Another one.
And it's going to be able to provide a level of like instantaneous gratification
Another
for the
one.
customer that other companies are going to have to keep up with. And that's why the jobs are going to be there, because other companies are going to want to use drones. See, Jeff Bezos was talking about leasing roof space. He wants to be able to lease and be able to have roof space delivery or for people type shit. So you got to watch where this world going. It's they ain't playing out here,
Pay
man.
attention out here, man.
For real.
What this say? We stand on the brink of a technology revolution that will fundamentally alter the way we live, work, and relate to one another. In its scale, scope, and complexity, the transformation will be unlike anything humankind has experienced before. We do not yet know just how it will unfold, but one thing is clear: the response to it must be integrated and comprehensive, involving all stakeholders of the global polity, from the public and private sectors to academia and civil society. That's everybody. Navigating the next industrial revolution, like you stated, 1974, it was steam, water, mechanical production equipment. 1870, division of labor, electricity, mass production. 1969, electronics, IT, automated production. Now we're number 4, cyber physical systems.
Yeah. And it's about understanding this.
You see all this information? Read, people.
Yeah.
The impact on business. You need to know, even if you're not in business, you need to know the impact on business, because that's going to affect your life. If you're buying a product, you need to know what could infiltrate and fuck up a business.
Yep.
If something is going to impact Amazon, we need to know that, because if you're ordering shit off of Amazon, if you got money that you investing in, you got stock in Amazon, you need to know how shit is going to affect what you got going on.
Yeah. That's real, bro.
This is called research and reading. The impact on the government. You need to know this shit.
Hold on.
Impact on people.
Scroll back up real quick to where it was the impact on companies. Right there. Hold on. So it says a key trend is the development of technology-enabled platforms that combine both demand and supply to disrupt existing industry structures, such as those that we see within the sharing or on-demand economy. These technology platforms, rendered easy to use by smartphone, convene people, assets, and data, thus creating entirely new ways of consuming products and services in the process. In addition, they lower the barriers for businesses and individuals to create wealth, altering the personal and professional environments of workers. The new platform businesses are rapidly multiplying into many new services, ranging from industry and shopping, from chores to pack part. Like what that's saying,
ranging from laundry.
Yeah, it's saying that these technologies are going to be so indwelled in our life and so accessible. We're living in a world where people want things now. It's my money and I want it now. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, and we want things quicker, on demand, when we want them, how we want them. And businesses realize that people are willing to pay for that experience. And it's going to change the way we shop, like they saying, the way we do everything. The way we move is going to have an impact on our daily life. But what did it say?
Facts.
It's
Look
going to
at this.
create wealth.
A world of customer experiences, database services, and asset performance through analytics, meanwhile, requires new forms of collaboration, particularly given the speed at which innovation and disruption are taking place and the emergence of global platforms and other new business models. Finally means that talent, culture, and organizational forms will have to be rethought.
It's going to have to be new ways of
Yep.
being able to get certain things to certain people. And that's why
You can't do the same shit. It's
Yeah.
changing.
And that's
Physical
why
products and services, more of it, can now be enhanced with digital capabilities that increase their value. New technologies make assets more durable and resilient, while data and analytics are transforming how they are maintained.
Yeah. See, that's why the article started off and said they don't even know how it's going to
Nope.
be, because some of these things are going to be for like ongoing, updated on a daily
Every day.
basis.
Yep.
And if you're not in these fields, man, you're not going to be making no real money. You got to understand this.
Man, look at this shit. I'm gonna read a little bit in the impact on the government. Simultaneously, governments will gain new technological powers to increase their control over populations based on pervasive surveillance systems and the ability to control digital infrastructure.
Yeah. Meaning they going to understand how to be able to tap into every camera
They
that's
already
on.
doing that. They've been doing that.
Yeah. And they going to be, bro. When I seen them solve that FBG Duck murder, the rapper, young rapper from Chicago,
Right.
they solved the murder by piecing together a bunch of surveillance footage from where they live to what the highway footage, the
Yeah.
shopping mall cameras. I said, damn, like you're not gonna be able to escape, the government. That's what they saying. You're not going to be able to escape this. And if you're not transitioning your way of thinking about the world and understanding that you need to get skill in these areas, then you're going to be left behind. You're not going to be able to use it or work in a career where it is useful. And the things that we do now, we're not going to be doing them in the future. We have to understand that. You have to understand a lot of businessmen. I know a lot of businessmen that are doing good, big business that don't have a laptop. They doing everything off their phone. So the way of the world is changing.
And phone calls.
Yeah.
And somebody else doing it.
Yeah. They signing documents on the phone. I signed this contract on the phone. And man, wire me the bread. Send me the confirmation. I don't need a computer. You know what I mean?
Like this. The impact on the people. The fourth industrial revolution finally will change not only what we do, but also who we are.
Yes, bro.
Damn.
And it's showing you that the world is about to change. And this is the key thing which I'm trying to nail in with this point, because it's a good follow-up episode of the last episode. The last episode was, this is where you can get skilled. This episode is why you need to get skilled in these areas.
Yes, sir. Why and where?
Why and where? That's exactly. And
because we gave y'all the information on Coursera and what to look up. We gave you the game on what costs and what's free.
Yeah.
Where and why. We going over the why right now, shaping the future. Neither technology nor the disruption that comes with it is an exogenesis force over which humans have no control. All of us are responsible for guiding its evolution in the decisions we make on a daily basis as citizens, consumers, and investors.
Yeah.
This shit is scary, dog.
Yeah. This is the thing. This is what I've been reading this week. You know what I'm saying? Like I just
World Economic Forum.
this is the way of the world. And one thing about black people is like we catch on to things a little bit late. You know what I mean?
A little
Like,
bit.
yeah, we don't,
And
we
most
missed the
don't
boat.
most never catch on.
Yeah. And when you miss the boat, it's like, damn, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people miss the Bitcoin boat. A lot of people miss, you know, the mortgage failure boat when the houses was
Mhm.
20, 30,000 coming out of the recession. Like, you know, I'm 21 years old. I couldn't do nothing about that shit. You know what I mean? It's like you don't want to keep missing the boat. And like I think this is gonna be the most devastating boat to miss. You know, like if you're not caught up in the way of the world, like it's saying, like you're going to be a consumer in this process. They're
Yeah.
going to affect your life, but it's going to be to the point where if you're able to afford a sustainable lifestyle for you and your family, and when there's not jobs available for you to be able to do that, you're going to see a lot of different weird living arrangements for unskilled people. You're going to
Correct.
see married couples living with other married couples. You know what I mean? Like you're going to see
Facts.
parents moving in with their children. You know, you're going to see some weird shit because, you know, it's not going to be sustainable if you're unskilled. And like black people have to learn to gain these skills. It's important. You know what I mean? Like that's how I want to, you know what I mean, really wrap this episode up. It's like, guys, y'all know exactly where you should go to get these joints now. And so now it's like, what excuse do you have?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have no excuses now. Like, you got to now put yourself in the mindset of like, okay, if I really want to be able to take care of my family in 10 years, I can't assume that like they're going to still hire me on this job that I'm working. You know, that I'm going to even have a job. You got to get this shit in order right now.
Facts.
If you don't, you're going to be wondering like how I got left behind. Like, how did I end up being in a situation and like I was doing good in 2024 and the company I was working for, they no longer need people. They bringing in engineers. And they got us building the platforms that the robot's gonna be working on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If we don't focus as a people, guys, we gonna get left behind. And I think like a lot of people know that you can discipline yourself and your time in order to be able to go and put in the work that it's gonna take in order for you to get a true outcome. You know, a lot of men watching this, you know, we watch Kevin Samuels coming up. You know, we watched him talk about a high earner and a high value man and what that takes. And a lot of that comes with being able to gain those skills that are going to be able to increase that income, that are ultimately not going to just increase your value when it comes down to relationships, but it's going to increase your value when it comes down to the actual marketplace, where it actually matters, where it's actually sustainable, you know. And that's what we got to focus on as men, as black men. We have to focus on becoming more skilled, more certified, more licensed, developing knowledge, developing skills, and investing in ourselves, investing in learning. We have to focus on that. You know what I mean? So what you want to leave them with, my boy?
Listen, man, I tell you what, you summed that up. I like what you said. That was very well placed, very well thought out, and I just I'm starting to enjoy these type of conversations, man, where what we're trying to do over here, guys, is step away from contributing nonsense and shit that's blocking people's vision. In order to stay woke, you got to separate yourself from the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What are you inputting into your life? You know what I'm saying? When we say things like, what are you learning? That can mean like, it doesn't necessarily have to mean if you read a book. It could be, are you learning what Cardi B is doing this week? How is that benefiting you? The time you spend on social media, if it's not gonna benefit your well-being in life, you gonna be them motherfuckers that the article just said we was talking about. You won't have control over your life. We just read it to you. Take control over your life and stop letting the media persuade and control you.
True that.
Listen,
bro.
and as men, y'all gotta wake up. I don't give a fuck if you raised by your mama in a single parent household and this shit. Listen, when you become of age, it's on you to learn what you don't know. You must unlearn what you have learned.
Facts.
Don't
man.
bring that shit your mama taught you out here, dog, because it don't work for men. You got to get out here and get yourself around men. We getting everything in place right now because we're trying to set up the mentorship. We're doing it right now. If you that man, if you that boy, if you that girl, if you that mother with kids, listen, it's men like us who are trying to change the game. We out here doing something about it. Leave a comment, send us an email, get on the waiting list. The shit is moving right now.
Facts.
You got to get on board, man. You know what I'm saying?
Tap in, man.
That's what we gonna do over here. You heard me?
You already know,
Listen,
man.
we appreciate y'all coming through, dog. This was another one right here.
This is a good one, man. Power
Share this
episode,
fucking
man.
video, dog. Listen, grown men, contact us and get y'all ass on the fucking podcast and give back to the community, dog. All this being fresh and shit. Y'all motherfuckers is clowns, dog. What about the kids?
Oh, we lit now.
If you ain't gonna do shit with your life, at least help out the next motherfucker. Cause it's over for you, partner. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I try to convince that nigga he should let it go.
On alumni in the building, Jose in the building.
Better know that.
Black lives, trap lives. Repent for your sins and be baptized. They asked me, is it heaven for a drug dealer? Like God ain't got room for some thug niggas. Hail Mary, come with me, humble me. Somebody tell these other rappers that they under me. Cousins 2-time convicted felons on number 3. About to drop a tape and hit them with the summer heat, Lord knows. Bible with me, but I'm dressed in war clothes. There's an eagle right there where the sword goes. Used to part the Regal where the Porsche goes. Yeah, oh we live. I seen the preacher turn the church into a trap house. Collect the tithes from the deacons, then he cash out. You took the bus back, he hit the car lot. After that brand new Benz, I wonder how much God got. Damn, look how they do you, but hallelujah, more power to you. Bustin' donuts on Eisenhower and Pie Nunu. Niggas out here stealing for a plain Jane. At least if you niggas dissing, just say a name. Kyle Chaz, hit the investors, let's get the budget. Triple the cheese, Mickey D's, them niggas love it. Oh yeah, them niggas love it. Wildcats, no quarterbacks, we only running, yo.